Now to a racial discrimination lawsuit filed against the company that manages the Moda Center and the employer of the venue security. A black man who makes a living off of reselling tickets there claims a security guard berated him using racist language. Joelle Jones is digging deeper into this live tonight after speaking with that man as well as his attorneys. Joelle, what are you finding out tonight?
Well, Liz, Byron Brown tells us he's been reselling tickets in Portland for more than 30 years, but says after this most recent incident, he no longer feels welcome here at the Moda Center. But he tells us with this lawsuit, he's hoping to create some change.
Have I ever experienced racism? The answer is yes, but it's never been so outrageous, so disgusting, so vile, and right in your face.
Portland native and self-proclaimed ticket broker Byron Brown says he's been independently reselling tickets since he was 14 years old, but tells us when he showed up to the Moda Center February 19th to sell tickets to the Eagles, it was not business as usual.
Anyone selling tickets, any extras?
According to Brown, he was standing outside the garden garage when a security guard aggressively told him to go across the street. Brown refused to leave the public walkway and asked for a supervisor when he claims the guard uttered something he won't soon forget.
He gets off the radio and says, "You don't deserve to be here, get back to the cotton field." And yeah, I said, what? And he said it again.
After the altercation, Brown says he then demanded to speak with the guard supervisor, who interviewed both men. Brown says the guard initially denied the comment, but tells us he shot this cell phone video, which lacks context but appears to show a woman in a Moda Center jacket, confirming Brown's side of the story.
I'm going to go inside and talk to my manager.
Okay, and he did admit that he said that.
He did to me, yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
According to the civil lawsuit filed last Thursday, Brown's attorneys are seeking $750,000 from Vulcan Sports and Entertainment, the company managing the Moda Center, as well as Landmark Event Staffing Services, which employs security personnel, saying he suffered from feelings of embarrassment, frustration, anger, humiliation, and a sense of increased vulnerability and racial stigmatization.
Traumatized, disrespected, degraded. You can go on and on.
Mr. Brown's incident is just one in any number of similar instances that black members of the community in particular have had to deal with, worry about, wonder about for a long time, and unfortunately is still there.
Adam Keel is an attorney with Kafori and McDougal, representing Brown in the lawsuit. While the firm has brought race discrimination cases for decades, he says they've recently seen more support from Portland juries, with 2 verdicts in the 7-figure range coming in on similar cases within the last year.
The thing that maybe has changed is that the rest of Portland is now more aware, I think in large part due to when the Black Lives Matter movement really kicked into gear, aware that this is something that the rest of Portland has to deal with.
Keel says as more people like Brown come forward with their stories and take a stand for accountability, together they can affect change.
Change. That it doesn't happen again. I mean, wouldn't that be the goal?
Now, we did reach out to both companies named in this lawsuit for comment, but did not immediately receive a response. Brown tells us despite a report being filed that day, he too has not heard from anyone with the Moda Center and has yet to receive an apology. So, of course, we will continue to follow this. But for now, live outside the Moda Center, I'm Joelle Jones, KOIN 6 News.
Joelle, thank you.